Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the complete first season of the DC superhero show Stargirl, hitting store shelves along with season 1 of Penny Dreadful City of Angels. Criterion is releasing a Blu-ray edition of the black and white drama The Elephant Man. Scream Factory is releasing a collector's edition Blu-ray of the 2002 horror thriller Ghost Ship. And Severin Films, man oh man, is releasing a Blu-ray of the 1995 shark-infested horror flick Cruel Jaws, aka Jaws 5, plus much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are in at Walmart, and I'm not gonna lie, there's really nothing to show off this week, really. The only thing I'm honestly seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray DVD of Wonder Woman, which is an only at Walmart exclusive. It comes with the Blu-ray, wallet, and slap bracelet. Oh my god. I remember slap bracelets. Jesus, man, that was like such a... It was like an 80s, early 90s thing? Damn, man, my god, man, I'm really aging myself now. Holy shit. Jesus. Yet another exclusive for Wonder Woman. And this comes with... Oh, god. Up to $8 towards a ticket to go see Wonder Woman 84. Oh, man. So I have a feeling, because... I don't know for sure. But I have a feeling like they have to end up coordinating these exclusives with the time frame of when the movie is possibly going to come out. And so they have to make their deals with all these companies and everything ahead of time. And I'm assuming this is one of those things. God, I feel so bad for Walmart, man. Because Wonder Woman 84, I should say, got pushed back yet again to, what is it, like December-ish? It got postponed again? Now look, I'm gonna make a prediction, and I know you guys do not want to hear it. Seriously, I truly believe you guys do not want to hear that prediction whatsoever. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Wonder Woman 84 is gonna be pushed back yet again. I really honestly do. I know you guys are like, really? Come on, man, don't say that. But it's the honest truth, man. I mean, look, we're heading into October. The movie theaters in New York State, there is still no timetable for it. And I believe there's still no timetable for California, if I'm not mistaken either. Those are some of the two biggest markets in North America. If they're not open, I don't see anywhere near the possibility that some of these big movies are going to be coming out. I think they're going to be moved again. Most of them, honestly, have been moved to next year anyways. And I know Wonder Woman was trying to come out. I mean, Tenet did it, but Tenet really hasn't made the kind of money they were hoping for that was going to revive the box office. I just don't think Wonder Woman 84 is going to risk it. I mean, it was supposed to come out, in June? And then it got pushed back, I think, like 1 or 2 other times. And then now got pushed to December. I think it's going to be pushed back to next year. I really honestly do. I don't want it to. I want to see the movie. It looks cool, man. But something tells me, man, that that's probably what's going to happen. I am looking forward to Wonder Woman 84. I really honestly am. The first Wonder Woman movie is great, man. And I think it's one of the better DC movies in recent memory. I really think it is. Gal Gadot is great in here. I love the mythology stuff. I love that it really didn't rely too much on sort of the Justice League brand, that it was more of a standalone story. I like that type of stuff. Honestly, man, I'm looking forward to whatever sequel happens, but I just feel like we're going to be seeing it next year and not this year. That's just my honest opinion. I mean, definitely let me know, but Wonder Woman has become one of those movies that we see exclusives like all the time for. I mean, it's a popular title. Why the hell not make yet another exclusive for it? I guess if you're interested in a Wonder Woman wallet and a slap bracelet, man, God, it's a long time since I've seen one of those. Blast from the fucking past. Well, definitely give this release a look then. And especially for the Wonder Woman 84 movie cache, which is pretty much useless, guys. Yeah, hate to say that one. Well, other than that, honestly, nothing else to show off. No other new releases to show. Same stuff over on this end. Same indie titles as well. Yeah, unfortunately, a little bare this time around. Certainly hasn't been worked the media section too much, but, well, I guess we saw one thing. Hey, it is what it is, guys. Alright, at least I got to see something. Let's head out. Truth be told, guys, I'm going to be real with you. I kind of expected this was going to be not so great here for physical media at Walmart. I had an idea about it, guys, honestly. And the reason why I did is that it's actually a pretty slow week for physical media overall. It honestly is, man. I mean, this is more of a week of a lot of like boutique labels are putting out a lot of stuff. There's some small indie titles coming out, but not like huge stuff coming out. Not really big like Halloween releases or anything, especially for in-store stuff. So I kind of figured that the stores were going to be very light. And if this first Walmart is any indication, I could be true. I don't want to be true. I'd like for there to be a lot of physical media, but something tells me that that's probably not going to happen, guys, to be real with you. That being said, I think we're going to see some cool releases at some of the places, some of the interesting media, but this is going to end up being on the lighter side of the week. I truly do believe that, guys. Again, I'm still hoping for some cool releases, maybe some exclusives. Well, depends on where we go, but I'm still hoping for that one. But don't expect a huge abundance of physical media this week, guys, compared to some of the past weeks. But you never know. That's why we do the out and about. You never quite know what you're going to find until you go and check out the media. So, well, we'll see what the other stores have to offer. But in the meantime, well, this is a little bit on the side. Hey, one thing is better than zero. But, hey, at least I got to see something. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's head to the next location and see what we can find. All right, everybody. We are at our second location, Target. Before we go in, though, I want to talk about something. Now, if you watched last week's Out and About video, if you didn't, go and do that, obviously. But I showed off Family Video. And I told you guys that Family Video is closing. All the stores are closing in New York State. And, by the way, probably across the country, they're closing as well. The pandemic and financial issues, yeah, they're not completely biting the bullet, but damn close to it, man. So, it was interesting because I had a conversation with somebody at work. An older guy, really great dude, who went to Family Video a lot. He rented movies. He's just a lot of things that he's just not going to buy, but he's willing to rent it, willing to check those movies out. And he's stuck now. He is literally stuck. Because I was talking to him, and he's like, well, look, Seth, I don't want to invest in all of these digital streaming platforms. Because in order to watch this, I got to get this. In order to watch that, I have to watch this thing here, and I have to subscribe to this. And he's like, I just don't have the money. And that's where Family Video really helped him out. I said, okay. I suggested, honest to God, the Netflix DVD service. And he's like, wait a minute. Netflix has DVD service? And I'm like, yeah, Netflix has DVD service. He never knew that. He never knew that at all. Not a single bit. He never knew it at all, man. And it's not a service that Netflix actually goes out of their way to promote. They really don't, man. If you think about it, they don't go out of their way to promote the physical media that they have available through Netflix. They really don't do it. Why? Because eventually they want to kick it to the curb. But in all honesty, there's a lot of people that are still actually subscribed to that DVD Netflix service. I'm one of them. And I told him about it. He's like, oh man, I'm going to look into this. Thank you for letting me know about it. And I feel like consumers are being forced to go into the streaming platforms. Now, look, I'll freely admit it, and I've said it many, many times. I think there's a lot of great content on these streaming platforms. There's a lot of great content. But I think there's a lot of content that, honestly, a lot of people don't want. And a lot of people feel like I'm paying for a certain amount of a service that I'm only going to watch a small percentage of the titles that are actually on the platform. Why am I paying that money month in and month out? Where if you do the DVD and Netflix service, you get the title you want, it comes in the mail, send it back, you get the next one, etc., etc., etc. It works. It's really unfortunate. And I think this is the problem that a lot of people are having now, is weighing the cost, weighing the options, and wondering what works best for them. Look, honestly, this has become a struggle for a really long time. If you really think about it, man. I mean, when Blockbuster was still happening, and they were still having a lot of stores, you remember that Redbox came in. And Redbox came in and revolutionized, oh my God, you don't have to go and you can just go right next to your grocery store and grab a disc and then head out. You don't have to actually go into the Blockbuster and look around. And that was the beginning of the end, at first, of Blockbuster. There was other factors, of course, but that was the beginning of a lot of these rental stores dying off. The convenience factor. The convenience factor of Redbox turned into the convenience factor of, wow, I could just go on to DVD at Netflix and, put a certain amount of titles on my list and it'll come in the mail. That's even more convenient. That convenience turned into streaming, and we are where we are now. There's been a lot of factors that have been the death of these great places that have supported physical media. And now the places that started to actually ruin rental stores in the first place are now the avenues for physical media that we are depending on, which is wild. Things like Redbox and DVD at Netflix, that service, are actually ones that I'm actually propping up to people, are actually the things that I'm actually saying, oh, by the way, go and check this out, because that way you can still get your DVD fix. You can still get your movies that you want on physical media and not have to depend on streaming. It's crazy how things really turn around, doesn't it? It really is. On one hand, those were key factors in certain physical media, ruining rental stores, but now they're the ones that we're suggesting to people in order to keep this format and physical media alive. It's nutty how things change, but it really is true. I really hope my friend looks into DVD and Netflix. I really honestly hope he does, because it is a good service, and a lot of those titles, those newer titles that you can find on DVD and Netflix service, you can find on streaming right away. And some of those physical media titles are ones that may never come on an actual streaming platform.
So physical media still has a lot of benefits to it, guys. One of the benefits is clearly titles that are represented within the marketplace that streaming will never represent. It also has to do with certain convenience factors, and it also has to do with the fact of what are you willing to watch on these streaming platforms? And are you willing to pay the money month in and month out if you have a really busy life, but can't watch the kind of content that is going to make you feel like your money is being well spent? It's a very interesting conversation to have. It's on what we're propping up as physical media, you know, the fact of what we're counterbalancing streaming with. Interesting conversations, man. I definitely am curious to what you guys think about this. Definitely let me know. In the meantime, well, no lie, guys, it's a slow week for physical media, especially in store. So I am fully expecting that Target is not going to have much to carry. But look, I've been surprised in the past. But as we know from last week, they have also shrunken the physical media down a lot. So what are we going to see? God only knows. But the only way to find out is actually head inside. So let's check it out.
All right, everybody, we are in a Target, and it actually looks like there's nothing new to show off here this week. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it at all, man. Not on the front side. Not on the side over here. Anything on the back side? Actually, there is kind of. I mean, they do have the DVD of Hocus Pocus. They do have an interesting Blu-ray digital of Hocus Pocus for $15 with that cool little like reddish orange background, which is actually really nice. That really stands out, man. Not bad. That stands out. Of course, it cannot beat that really great Best Buy Steelbook that I showed off last live stream. If you guys have not checked that out, definitely do that. That was a sweet, sweet Hocus Pocus Steelbook. Of course, now it's completely sold out. But if you can't, I mean, they do have the 4K edition, but, you know, if you're only Blu-ray, it's not a bad edition. They also have DVD only of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and also a Blu-ray digital of it as well, with a really nice blue background there with that cover, which is actually really nice, man. I like that cover. I'm sure we'll be seeing sometime down the line yet another exclusive for The Nightmare Before Christmas. I can only imagine we will. This thing gets exclusives practically every single year, the same as Hocus Pocus. You can almost set your watch to it, man. So they do have those. Haunted Pennsylvania 2, Frankenweenie Bride, same stuff. And the only other thing I'm seeing new is actually these Harry Potter DVDs for $5. And the thing that makes them unique is actually the slip covers, I think. Yeah, because the slip covers here are all for the dark arts. Look at that. Really interesting. Slip covers for Harry Potter. They have that one for Prisoner of Azkaban. They have Chamber of Secrets. All with sort of the dark arts font and sort of the evil world of Harry Potter. Have that Sorcerer's Stone, which is actually really cool. I love the purple there with the mirror. That's nice. I like that one. One for Goblet of Fire. Ooh, that's a pretty sweet one. I actually know people that have this tattoo, and I go nowhere near them. So saying they have that. They also have Order of the Phoenix. I like that one. Of course, the Half-Blood Prince with my man Snape, Alan Rickman. Deeply, deeply misses that guy. God. Most people found him as Snape, but I found him years and years before that through Die Hard, Hans Gruber, of course. They don't have Deathly Hallows Part 1, but they do have Deathly Hallows Part 2. Ooh, with evil, sinister Voldemort. Look at that. Great. Oh, really cool. Nice. Very interesting. Like I said, it comes with sort of this dark arts background. It has sort of the evil, nefarious characters from from sort of each of the movies, which is quite nice actually. Kind of nice if you're a Harry Potter fan or Harry Potter collector, and there's a crap load of them. Literally, there's like millions and millions of them, Harry Potter fanatics. And if you own a lot of the DVD and Blu-ray editions, and I'm pretty sure they all do, then yet another edition with a cool slipcovers. I know there's some people out there that love their slipcovers. I'm one of them, so I can't quite blame you guys. Actually, looks kind of cool, man. And I have to admit, my girlfriend is a huge Harry Potter fan. Literally, anytime Harry Potter is on TV, she will watch it. Doesn't matter what movie it is, doesn't matter what time it is, she will watch a Harry Potter movie. She is literally obsessed, guys. Literally. It's a little bit much, but then again, if you're going to be passionate about something, there's far worse things to be passionate about. Let's be real, guys. Not bad, actually. I'm curious, like, they're doing dark arts ones. Are they going to do ones with sort of the more hero characters from all the movies? I know they've kind of done... God, with the Harry Potter series, they've literally done, like collector box sets of the movies. They've done collector sets of the individual films, unique slipcovers. I mean, this is another series that has gotten released to death. Like, so many editions of the Harry Potter franchise that is out there floating around within the physical media landscape. Definitely let me know which ones of the Harry Potter franchise you guys love as far as the physical media ones. I think my favorite out of all of these slipcovers definitely has to be this one, because Voldemort's, truth be told, he's a great villain. Badass. Ray Fiennes does an awesome job on that, man. There, and I think this one here is with the purple in the mirror is really classy. Really like that one a lot, man. But I actually do like the Harry Potter movies. Not the obsession that my girlfriend has, but I do really appreciate them quite a bit, man. Huh. Interesting ones. Definitely not thinking I'd find these here. They have on the side here some of the same typical stuff as well. Nothing really crazy. They still have at least one of the Outlander collector's editions, which I'm shocked. Usually that would fly, man, but that has not flown yet. But I'm assuming somebody's gonna grab that sucker at some point. Then they also have one more Devil's Rejects steel book for the Rob Zombie trilogy. Very nice. Look, I love this goddamn steelbook. This is sweet, baby. I'm telling you. And if you love this trilogy, and if you can find it, do it, man, because I'm sure the prices on eBay are going to be insane, man. Absolutely insane. It's going to be nuts. Other than that, unfortunately, no other physical media to show off. No other new releases or TV stuff. Shame, but again, slow week. And you know what that means for Target. Alright, let's head out. Of course, they don't have much out right now. Of course they don't. Why would they focus on the physical media when they have more books? Of course they do. As I showed you last week, they are moving more books in, moving the physical media back. Really? Oh boy, yeah, exactly. Breaks my goddamn heart, guys. But you know what breaks my heart even more? Is actually this. They have a cart over here, right? And I noticed they have this cart here. And I'm curious because if you look at some of the physical media in this cart, they have Penny Dreadful, City of Angels. New release this week. Why isn't it out? A movie, Save Yourselves. Why isn't this out? I have no idea. They have American Pie, Girls Rule. This is another new release that came out this week. I believe it might have come out this week. A new American Pie movie. Or maybe next week. Might. Still. Why isn't it out? That they also have... I was looking through here. 4K of Shutter Island as well. I don't think this comes out this week. I believe that's next week or so. But they have some of the stock. Things like Penny Dreadful definitely supposed to come out this week. And it's sitting right there.
I wish people would actually take physical media as seriously as I do. I really honestly did. I wish so, because if they did, I think the world would be a much, much better place. Just my honest opinion, guys. But, I mean, some interesting physical media there. I think some of those titles don't come out till next week. Some do this week, but they're not on the shelf. Why are they not on the shelf? Mysteries that I will never understand, guys. Well, if I knew everything about the world, I would be a very, very rich man in many, many ways. Well, they have it in there. Maybe eventually they'll put them out. But in the meantime, well, they certainly are not on this shelf, guys. Maybe next week. Alright, well, not much to show here. Not surprised. Alright, let's head to the next location. Hopefully we'll see a hell of a lot more. So actually, guys, we're not yet done with Target. I thought we were, but actually they have some very interesting Blu-ray editions with postcard artwork on them. So they have these ones that have these interesting sort of postcard art attached to it. They have one for Aquaman, which looks really weird. Explore Majestic Amnesty Bay. Interesting one to do postcard artwork for Aquaman. That is so odd. They have that. They also have one for Ready Player One, Welcome to the Oasis, which this actually looks really cool. This kind of postcard art. I actually like this one. Very unique. That one's really cool. They have one for The Shining, which this is a really cool one. Enjoy your stay at the Overlook Hotel. Come stay with us forever. Oh, that's really cool, actually. I like that, man. Oh, that's a really nice one. They also have one for It. And I believe this is Chapter 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is It Chapter 1. Float on over to historic Derry, Maine with the balloon. Oh, that's so great. Look at that. That's really cool. I like that postcard art. That postcard art is really unique. They also have one for the Hobbit trilogy. Welcome to the Shire, home of the Hobbits. I kind of like that. Simple, but kind of sweet. With the Hobbit hole. Kind of like that. I wish the trilogy was better. I only like one out of the 3 films. They also have one for the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I like the Visit Mordor. Yeah, no, I think I'll pass on the Vacation to Mordor. Thank you very much. The journey doesn't end here. Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's kind of cool. I like that. Or the Eye of Sauron artwork. That's pretty cool with the volcano and everything. I like that. Then they also have one for Crazy Rich Asians. It's a unique one to do for them. Find love in Singapore. Great, okay. Kind of interesting. Unique. Not... Huh. Nice. They do have one which is really cool for the Wizard of Oz. With the Emerald City and the balloon in the background. We're not in Kansas anymore. Definitely not. Well, that's actually a really not nice one too. And then the last 2 ones I'm seeing is they have one for Beetlejuice. Greetings from Winter River. Oh, I like that one with the house and the sandworm in the background and Beetle guys. It's great. Never trust the living. I think they have a point. Yeah, never trust the living. The dead are much more friendlier. Yeah, right. That's actually a really nice one. And then the other thing I'm seeing is they have, ooh, the Goonies. Visit Cauldron Point, adventure waits. With the ship in the background and the kids on the rocks. Oh, so good. The Goonies. Fun. I love that. That's a really cool one, man. I think my favorite, though, honestly, my favorite probably has to be either the It one or the Shining one. Either one, but they look really cool, man. Actually, really nice ones. I was just leaving Target and I saw these, and I'm like, dude, I have to show them off. Very interesting. Huh. Just when you think you've seen it all, you haven't. Not bad at all. Very nice. Quite unique little artwork to show off. Who knew Target had at least one more surprise left in them? I certainly didn't. Not bad. All right, now we can head out.
All right, everybody. Before we attempt to go in and check out the media at the third location, being the second Walmart, a couple things. First off, that American Pie movie, Girls Rules, and the 4K of Shutter Island, yeah, that doesn't come out until next week. So, kind of a little interesting preview of stuff to come for next week. So, interested about that one. And I also want to talk about a trailer with you guys. And that is none other than WandaVision. Yes, the Disney Plus show, or some people just flat out call it WandaVision. I tend to embellish a little bit more. Okay, so when Marvel announced that they were doing the TV show stuff, you know, they had Falcon and Winter Soldier, and they had a few other things down the pike, and okay, those are really cool. Those are solid sort of action thriller shows, look really cool. And then there was WandaVision. And I think everybody, including myself, was like, wait a second, what is WandaVision exactly going to be? Like, what type of show is this, man? And I think even for them, it was hard for them to describe it. But now we officially have a trailer. And I gotta tell you, man, the trailer really fascinates me. Basically, it looks like it's a show like right out of like the 1950s or something. Wanda wearing the old school dresses. You know, it looks like something like Leave It to Beaver or I Dream of Jeannie or something like that. But it's slightly askew. Like something's not quite right. And is this all going on in Wanda's head? Is Vision somehow still alive when we know he died already? What is exactly going on here? And I like that the characters are just as confused as we are. It looks very wacky. It looks very weird, very oddball, very out of place from what Marvel has done. This is like the most far out there that Marvel has gone yet. Now, DC has done more out there stuff. You look at something like DC's Legends of Tomorrow, which does some really weird and wacky stuff. Doom Patrol, stuff like that. So they've gone very, you know, like, far off the beaten path. Marvel, not so much. They've done it a little bit here and a little bit there, but this is going to be the first time that it really, like, oh yeah, we're really diving into the weird and bizarre with this one, man. I think it looks cool. I like Elizabeth Olsen. I think she's a really fantastic actress. I like her playing Scarlet Witch. I think she's going to do great. Paul Bettany. Look, Paul Bettany's a great actor, man. I love Paul Bettany. And I think what he did with Vision was really great. A very unique, interesting persona for a character that, you know, is not exactly the most, like, easy to filter as far as characters go. You know, I mean, it's not very easy to get a handle on the character. I thought he did a really great job with that. Like I said, it looks sort of mischievous, a little sinister, very confusing, but also at the same time very intriguing. And this show is also a must-watch for Marvel movie lovers because they've told us that we need to watch this show, that it sort of dives from this into the next Doctor Strange movie that she's also going to be in. So this series is really important. So I don't know how it's important. I don't know in what way it's going to be important, but it is. So, as a Marvel fan, this is definitely a must-watch, exclusively on Disney Plus. So Disney Plus is at least going to get your money for, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 months at best. So,
Strap in for this one, man. I mean, there's you know, your typical action stuff, like you have Falcon and Winter Soldier. You have typical stuff like that. That's going to be really cool, action-packed, you know, straightforward. But then you have this, which is wildly different from anything we've ever seen. Is it going to put off Marvel fans? Is it going to energize, you know, the Marvel fan base? Oh, they're doing something unique and interesting. Or are people just going to tune out? Especially when it's only on Disney Plus, and not everybody who watches the Marvel movies is subscribed to Disney Plus. So I'm not sure about this one, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm curious as to what you guys think. Definitely let me know. In the meantime, well, I don't think we're actually gonna film in the second Walmart, but well, I am curious to see if they have any media that we have not seen yet, and Lord knows, we haven't seen much yet. So hopefully, second Walmart will surprise us. Let's go ahead and find out.
Operation Wally World is a go. Shh. Tell no one, man. Yes, I am in at the second Walmart. Now, there is actually some media to show off this week. However, I did want to show off one thing before actually we leave the second Walmart, because I'm going to take the releases and bring them back home yet again. But I wanted to show you a really cool display of some really cool DC titles. Speaking of Wonder Woman in 1984, I showed you that exclusive that they had for Wonder Woman. Well, it seems like they actually have some more releases, not exactly exclusives, but they have new releases of the certain DC titles that have new sort of backgrounds to them, almost like sort of Wonder Woman style coloring to them. They have Wonder Woman, they have the DVD of it, all again with up to $8 cash for Wonder Woman 1984. Again, kind of a bust considering that the movie ain't gonna be released until December, and God knows that probably won't happen either. They have that. They have a 3-pack of Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Aquaman. The DVD of that as well. And actually kind of interesting because this has this artwork here on the Blu-ray, but the DVD has different artwork. Kind of actually nice. Differentials of artwork. Don't see that all the time. Of that. Justice League with the same sort of background there with sort of Wonder Woman 1984 colors. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Aquaman. Shazam as well. And I think that's it for the unique ones. The other ones they have is sort of the Blu-ray of the Dark Knight Trilogy, the DVD, both with the movie cash. The regular DVD of Suicide Squad, the 4-film Batman collection. A few things, and then they have some random Blu-rays and just lying around. Has nothing to do with DC whatsoever, man. They're just like, hey, we need room, so what the fuck, man. They have that. And the other thing I'm seeing over here is they have these 3 seasons of Wonder Woman, each of them $9.96. I had to show these off specifically. This is the main reason why I wanted to show this shelving off, was this. My God, man, this is so old school. Good Lord, man. Man, blast from the fucking past. Takes me back, dude, with the Wonder Woman series. Beautiful Linda Carter. Actually, I should say former Miss USA Linda Carter. Absolutely. She was the first Wonder Woman that I ever got into. And I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for her. Always. Will always have a soft spot in my heart for this woman. Absolutely, man. My God, she is amazing. Classic, wonderful, such a classy lady, and made a fantastic Wonder Woman. You know, it's kind of interesting. During this time period when this show was out, there wasn't really much as far as like superhero stuff was concerned. I mean, they had the Batman TV show with Adam West, and they had,
the old school serials, and I think they had like a Spider-Man show or something with like a cheesy Spider-Man trying to pretend like he's like climbing on walls and shit. Like there's that, but like Wonder Woman was one of the first that really, at least to me, you saw the true potential of what a superhero could really be. And it was great with the lasso of truth and the costume. Well, the costume, oh boy, was every man's, dare I say, every man's wet dream. Yeah, pretty much, guys. She filled out that costume so well. The action was cheesy but kind of cool at the same time. Man, such good times watching this, man. Now, mind you, I have never watched all of the Wonder Woman show. I haven't watched all of them. I've watched some from the first, some from the second, and some from the third, but I've never watched all of it. Oh, man. I mean, I know a lot of people found Wonder Woman through the actual movie itself with Gal Gadot, and that's a great flick. Don't get me wrong. I've talked amazingly about the movie. High praise. But go back and do your research and look at Linda Carter. Because Linda Carter, man, she was like one of my first like female superhero loves. Really, she honestly was, man. And she was a great inspiration for little girls and women everywhere. I mean, Linda Carter is a very gracious woman, somebody who's very humble about the opportunities that she got. And I think this is the role that she's going to absolutely be remembered for 110%. God, this is so awesome to see these ones here, man. It's a shame they never did more seasons past the 3. But just the fact that we got 3 seasons of luscious Linda Carter goodness cannot be beat, man. And for $9.96 for the DVDs, that's a great goddamn price, man. Oh, so good, man. So good. These are fantastic releases. A great show. It's old school. It's cheesy. The budget is not really there. But you want to know what, man? There was something about it that I really loved. And I'm so happy to see these here. Hopefully, people check these out. Because Linda Carter as Wonder Woman, one of the best, man. Clearly. Some may pick Gal Gadot, but Linda Carter will always be the tits in my book. Probably not the best wording. Well, she'll always be my favorite. Yeah. Ugh. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to show that little part off here at this second Walmart and show off that really cool display with some of the interesting new additions and, of course, Wonder Woman TV show. But there is actually more titles to show off from this second Walmart. Some interesting indie titles, some interesting box sets, film collections. So I'm not going to spend too much more time here. I'm going to buy the media and go back home and show you all of the physical media goodness from the second Walmart as I have for the past couple of weeks. I think it'll be fun this time around. Alright, Seth, take it away, buddy. Thanks, buddy, old pal. I'll take it from here. So, maybe I could have actually filmed in the second Walmart. Possibly. However, when I was looking around for the new releases, the titles, all that indie goodness, where most of it was actually right in a side section, and a little bit of ways down is actually the layaway area, okay? That same area happens to be the exact place where the employees go in and out of their break rooms, and there's the back room area over there as well. And I'm like, okay, I am literally in employee central corridor area where they're coming back and forth. And I'm like, okay, if the wrong person ends up seeing me doing this video, I'm going to get yelled at. There's going to be a bunch of commotion. I'm literally going to be escorted out of the building. And so I decided, you know what? No. No way. Not going to happen. And I figure, you know what? I'll just come back here and show off the media to you guys like I have been doing. And you guys seem to be really receptive to it. You seem to be cool with it. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. And also, I still have not heard back from the second Walmart. I have not heard back from the complaint that I put in over the phone a couple weeks ago. And so I don't know what's going on with it. I have to look and see, you know, what's going on with that. Why haven't they responded to me? There's other people who have ended up commenting on it through Walmart.com or called. They haven't heard anything either. I want this to get resolved. I want something to happen. I don't mind doing this, okay? I don't mind actually going out of my way to buy the titles and show them off here. I'm cool with it. I got no problems with it. But I'd rather do it at the store. But you know what? Look, if they're going to continue to give me problems and, you know, if I have to constantly look over my shoulder all the single time that I'm there, that's not really worth it either. And so the best bet is to still show you guys the media, still show you guys all the great selection that they have, and not have to deal with the hassle of some lady literally screaming at me to get out of the store. I don't want to deal with that. I got enough on my plate to deal with week in and week out, dealing with some crazy bitch at Walmart is not my idea of a good time. So, you know what? I'll show off the media here and, you know, just have you guys respond to it and enjoy the time talking about the media without somebody literally over my shoulder, which I've had before. It's not fun and definitely don't want to do it again. So, yes, back here again, showing off the media. You guys have been really receptive to the idea. I really appreciate it quite a bit. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Some really cool media to show off. Let's talk about some physical media, shall we? On to some physical media goodness. And the first thing I'm seeing is they have the DVD of The Bay of Silence with Olga Kurylenko and Brian Cox from the producer of All the Money in the World. Nice little cover there. Creepy little house, grave, some floating heads, typical cover art. Some secrets echo forever. Will sets out to discover the truth behind his son's mysterious death in a bid to protect his mentally vulnerable wife, only to discover an unsolved crime that threatens both their lives. Huh, interesting. Okay. So, what happened to the kid, a really mentally unstable wife, and where the hell does Brian Cox come into the equation? Okay, very interesting. Is Brian Cox the bad guy in this? Huh. Is Brian Cox the bad guy? He has made a good bad guy before, man. I remember X-Men 2. So good, man, playing the bad guy in there, Stryker. Really great. He's actually been a really great actor, man. He does play a good bad guy at times. He really does, actually. He's a really phenomenal actor, man. Olga Kurylenko too is. I really love Olga Kurylenko, actually, also, man. Interesting. Little sort of mysterious thriller. Doesn't sound half bad. Then I'm also seeing over here they have the DVD of Welcome to Sudden Death with Michael Jai White. Look at that, man. Explosions going on. And Michael Jai White is acting like a cool-ass motherfucker. Yeah, right there, baby. Very nice. Ooh, looks like he's slapping around some fools. Shit, okay. What is this about? Jesse Freeman. Michael Jai White is a former Special Forces officer, an explosives expert now working a regular job as security guard in a state-of-the-art basketball arena. Trouble erupts when a tech-savvy cadre of terrorists kidnapped the team's owner and Jesse's daughter during opening night. Oh, okay, a highly charged action thriller. Very nice, man. From Michael J. White, Black Dynamite. You know they say that they never like say Michael J. White from Spawn. Like you never see that shit, man, because they never talk about Spawn, man. Spawn is like one of those movies that they're like, yeah, man, like it's Michael J. White from some movie that isn't Spawn. Oh man, people like want to erase the memory of that movie, I tell you. This doesn't look bad. It's an interesting thriller, honestly. It looks like an interesting action thriller. And some of the synopsis reminds me a tiny bit of Die Hard, but actually it reminds me more of that 1995 Jean-Claude Van Damme film, Sudden Death. Yeah, where he's sort of like going against the bad guys in, I believe it was the hockey arena, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was this hockey arena thing. It was not a bad movie actually, but this kind of reminds me of that. That was hockey. This is more of basketball, but same thing, a ticking clock going on, having to defeat the bad guys, people that are kidnapped. He's got to rescue them. Same sort of interesting concept. Instead of Jean-Claude Van Damme, we get Michael J. White. Okay. I like Michael J. White, man. He's a good actor. Not the best, mind you, but pretty adequate and probably good in a cool little action fueled thriller. Might be interesting actually. Huh. Welcome to Sudden Death. Doesn't look half bad. And then I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray DVD of The Legend of Tomires. Based on the incredible true story. True story. Really, I wonder what the true story is on this one. Based on historical heroine Queen Tomires and her cadre of female warriors, the real-life 6th century BCE Amazonians. The legend of Tomires recounts the tale of the nomadic ruler who overcame great personal tragedy to repel the powerful Persian Empire and unite the great... Huh. I have never heard of this historical story to save my life. Not gonna lie to you guys. No way have I heard a single thing about this. Then again, I gotta admit to you guys, I'm not really a history buff. I'm really not. I mean, I guess I get into certain things that are history, but not really diving into, what was this, the 6th century Amazonians. Like that's what I do in my spare time, guys. I literally look up 6th century history. Yeah, I got time for that shit. Oh, good lord, man. It might be good. These type of movies that deal with like these old school, long ago 6th century battles and wars are not really my thing, to be fair. It might be a very entertaining movie, but there's certain time periods that I really enjoy. Like I've talked about World War II and the Vietnam War and even stuff like Gladiator. But that's Gladiator though, man. I mean, that's an entertaining movie and it's got a lot going for it. I don't know whether this has it or not, man. I really don't. It could be good, or it could be a pale comparison to something like a Gladiator or even a Braveheart. I don't know. I mean, mind you, my girlfriend is the history buff. She's actually getting her PhD in history, so maybe she'd be intrigued in this. Certainly not me, man. I don't know. Could be interesting. If you guys know more about it, definitely let me know. And then we've got a little Blu-ray DVD combo pack action with Max Winslow and the House of Secrets. Huh. Look at that interesting cover. Some floating head action, baby. More floating heads. Gotta love it, man. Huh. What is this one about? There's never a dull moment in this fast-paced movie. A virtual feast for the eyes. He's launched rockets into space, redefined artificial intelligence, and now eccentric billionaire Atticus Virtue. What a great name, man. That's an awesome name. Chad Michael Murray. Man, I haven't seen him in a hot minute. takes on his next project, a competition for high school students. 5 students, a lacrosse player, a social media influencer, a gamer, a bully, and Max Winslow, a computer hacker, compete. The night evil AI, voiced by Marina Sirtis. Ooh, Star Trek Next Generation, Marina Sirtis. Including their fate. Very nice. Okay. Interesting synopsis. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Just looking at the cover and some of the plot, actually. It reminds me a little bit of that recent movie that hit on Disney Plus not too long ago. Artemis Fowl, I believe it is. Yeah. It kind of has some vibes of that. I mean, I have watched some of Artemis Fowl, and it's got its problems, man. Let's just be real on that one. It could be interesting. It's got some sci-fi elements, maybe some fantasy as well. It seems like this is a movie definitely more for like young teens, possibly. It has the potential to be really cool. It also has the potential to be a little cheapo and not so hot. It could go either way. I mean, you got Chad Michael Murray. I mean, Chad Michael Murray's not terrible. He ain't great either. I mean, God, the one thing I remember him being in was when he was the asshole boyfriend in the House of Wax remake. Oh, so good, man. So good, of course. Oh man. Yeah, it might be interesting. It may have, some elements of like The Magicians or something like that. Maybe the idea of evil artificial intelligence going after you is not a new concept, but could be worth it for a young adult crowd. Kind of has that sort of YA feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Could be decent. Then I'm seeing over here they have the Blu-ray digital of The Silencing. It takes a hunter to catch a killer. Oh, great. Love that. With Nikolaj Coster-Waldau and Annabelle Wallis. Great, man. Now, I got a chance to watch this movie on Amazon Prime. It was one of the ones this week that I was intrigued to check out because of the story. And basically, the story is about this guy who's now a drunk, played by Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. And he lost his daughter. She went missing and vanishing, and nobody really knew what happened to her. And he's kind of been lost in his life ever since. Meanwhile, there's this sheriff played by Annabelle Wallis, and she is sort of on the hunt for answers and trying to track a killer. And it could be the same one that basically kidnapped a reformed hunter's daughter. This is actually really good, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is really, really well done. This is very thrilling. A lot of great atmosphere. It's very dark and at times very kind of twisty and turny. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know who's around the corner, and the search for answers may not be the answers that you're looking for. It's very intriguing to me, and I really like this movie a lot. I think the acting here is phenomenal. Annabelle Wallis does a really great job here, and Nikolaj Coster-Waldau does really fantastic as well here as this guy that just is really lost in his life. He's extremely lost, and he's trying to find answers where there is none. And once the case really ramps up and there's a possibility of finding the person who might have killed his daughter, he's out for vengeance, man. He's out for vengeance, and he wants to make this person pay. And it's a brilliant movie, man. I thought the pacing was great here. I just thought overall, man, there was never really a dull moment. Even though it's a drama, even though in some ways it's a little bit of a slow burn, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. And
I couldn't wait to see what happens next. I couldn't wait to see where the story went and how these characters were gonna react. It's a very interesting movie about, you know, getting retribution for the people that you've lost, and how somebody's death can really impact you. It's really great. It reminds me in some ways of even a movie like Wind River. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that, and other movies within that sort of tracking a killer on the loose genre. It kind of reminds me of that, man. Really good movie, really solid film, man. I really enjoyed this one. It may not be for everybody, but I definitely enjoyed it, man. I really did. And the other thing over here that I'm seeing is they have the DVD of the complete first season of Stargirl. Yeah, look at that. What a great goddamn art that is. I love that with the robot in the background. Some floating heads, but you know, it looks cool floating heads. They're the difference between weak floating heads and cool floating heads. Not that I'm an expert, just saying. It's got some cool stuff. Even the bad guys right there as well. Nice. And of course, the hero chick right at the front and center. So I got a chance to watch a handful of episodes of Stargirl. I haven't finished the first season yet, but I've watched a handful of them. And I honestly, see, I went into this really skeptical. I really did, because I know a little bit about Stargirl as far as comic books are concerned. I know a little bit about the JSA and, you know, some of those characters. I know some of that from like my days reading the DC comics, especially the Superman stuff. So I did know some of it, but really not much. And I haven't read some of that stuff in years. So it's been quite a long time, man. So I was hesitant. I was like, okay, man, is this going to be for like the tween crowd? Is it just going to be really cheesy? I'm just not going to be interested in it. And to be fair with you guys, this, at least so far, the handful of episodes that I've seen, it has been amazing. And I kid you not. I'm not going to kid with you guys on this one. This is actually really fun. And the optimum word here is fun, man. It really is a blast to watch this show. The characters here are really dynamic, very well drawn. I love the costumes. I love the world of the JSA and these characters, and I love the mythology and even the evil bad guys. I really love them, man. They're just really the best type of sinister bad guys that you've seen, man. Some really great eclectic powers. And the CGI is not half bad either. CGI is pretty decent for a show like this. I think the characters are relatable. I think there's a strong young female hero here that I think little girls could really get into. I think that this show works. And I'm incredibly shocked by that. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm blown away. Because, you know, I started watching the first episode and I was like, oh man, okay, here we go. Let's see what this is. And after the first episode, I was like, okay, man. Okay, I'm in this. I like this. And then some of the other episodes that I've seen have really got me intrigued, learning backstories and some of the secrets, and it's really cool, man. It really honestly is. It's just a fun adventure ride with these characters, and man, have I had a good time with this so far. It's not the best superhero TV show ever, but honestly, it's pretty damn good. And I'm shocked by it. But I really have enjoyed my journey so far with Stargirl, and I know it's kind of hard to say to you guys, hey, dive into another superhero TV show, because there's so many out there right now, and a lot of them have left people a little cold or mixed reactions. But Stargirl, overall, top notch. And I thought I would never say that about Stargirl, but so far, I'm actually really, really impressed, man. Really am.
honestly, I think you guys are going to have a really good time. And honestly, it's just it's just fun watching this. And three more releases to talk about. And actually, all three of them are collection sets. The first being the Eddie Murphy 14 movie collection. Good Lord, man. My God, that's a hell of a lot of Eddie Murphy, baby. Woo! What do we got here? We got 48 Hours, another 48 Hours, Best Defense, Beverly Hills Cops 1 through 3, Boomerang, Coming to America, Dreamgirls, Harlem Nights, Norbit, The Golden Child, Trading Places, and Vampire in Brooklyn. Okay, a little Eddie Murphy goodness, man. Okay, so look, I love Eddie Murphy. I really do, man. I think the guy's funny as shit. But that depends on the role. And that really is true, man. Now, look, Eddie has made a lot of classic movies. Okay, let's be real here. He's made a lot of great flicks, man. But not every movie Eddie's done is created equal, and especially when this comes to this set, it definitely is not, man. I mean, look, 48 Hours, great. Classic, love it, okay? Another 48 Hours, not as good. Kind of a lesser Eddie Murphy movie. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of Best Defense. I have not. Okay, truth be told, I've never heard of that film. So that's completely new to me. I've never heard of that one. You guys are definitely going to have to educate me on that one. Beverly Hills Cop is great, classic, wonderful. Beverly Hills Cop 2, great, classic, wonderful. Beverly Hills Cop 3, man, Beverly Hills Cop 3 is shit. Okay, look, you know, Wonderland or whatever the fuck it was, and you know, he's running around a theme park, and I don't know, man. Like that was like really, like, out of the three of those Beverly Hills Cop movies, that's not a good Beverly Hills Cop movie, and it's not really even a good Eddie Murphy movie, to be fair, man. Of course, Boomerang is great. There's no doubt about that. Coming to America. Come on, man. Coming to America is fantastic, man. I love Coming to America. Oh my God, so good. Oh God, that's so great. Speaking of which, they are doing the sequel, aren't they? I think it's all finished, and it was supposed to release this year, I believe, but well, you know, coronavirus and shit. So that probably is not going to happen until next year. But it is something I'm looking forward to, actually. Can it stack up to the first one? Really doubtful on that one, but hey, you know, you never know on that. Then Dreamgirls, which is a really good movie, but it's not an Eddie Murphy film. It's really not an Eddie Murphy movie. I mean, he's in there in a small role, but would you consider that an Eddie Murphy film? Like, I wouldn't, but that's just me. Then they also have The Golden Child, which is I I want the knife, please. Great. Golden Child is awesome. In fact, I think Paramount just announced a like special edition Blu-ray of that. And oh, that is definitely has to be bought, man, because that is such a great movie, man. So good. Charles Dance is the bad guy. Great. Awesome. Harlem Nights, which is a really awesome movie. I love that flick. That's a great old school one. Richard Pryor, man, he's awesome in that movie. Then you have Norbit. Okay, look, Norbit is, to be fair, it's an Eddie Murphy movie, but it is not a good Eddie Murphy movie. I mean, if I'm putting an Eddie Murphy movie collection together, I sure as shit ain't putting Norbit in there, okay? I definitely, like, what about The Nutty Professor? What about The Nutty Professor 2? Like those are completely absent here, but we put Norbit in here? There's something really messed up about that one, man. Just saying on that. You also have Trading Places, which is a really fantastic movie, and of course Vampire in Brooklyn, which, truth be told, man, Vampire in Brooklyn is really underrated. seriously underrated. I mean, it's not a great Eddie Murphy movie to be fair, but it ain't terrible. And it's a funny vampire flick. Way better than people give it credit for. But it's a very interesting 14 movie collection, isn't it? I mean, some of the movies make sense, and other ones, you kind of sit there kind of scratching your head. Is it the best movie collection they could have done for Eddie Murphy? In my opinion, no. It's close, but not really. Let me know what you would take out and what you would add in. I'm very curious on that one, guys. The Eddie Murphy 14 movie collection. And speaking of another movie collection is Tom Cruise. Interesting. Mr. Cruise himself getting a 10 movie collection. Eddie beats you with the 14. Sorry, Cruise. You just can't beat the Eddie Murphy raw goodness. Sorry, man. So what is in this 10 movie collection on this? Collateral, Days of Thunder, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, Minority Report, The Firm, Top Gun, Tropic Thunder, Vanilla Sky, and War of the Worlds. Okay, so I've told you guys that I really do like Tom Cruise. I think he's a really great actor, really gives a lot to every role he pretty much does, man. And I could see them doing a movie collection, but I'm not sure about the titles in here, or at least some of the titles. I mean, to be fair, Collateral is great. Collateral is an awesome movie. That's definitely a top-notch, has to be in the Tom Cruise movie collection. Then you have Days of Thunder, which, okay, I would probably put Days of Thunder there. Yeah, I would. Yeah, okay. Makes sense to me. Jack Reacher, I do really like Jack Reacher, the first Jack Reacher movie. I think it's actually pretty decent. Is it the best to put in the Tom Cruise 10 movie collection? Not sure, but it is a good movie, though. They also have Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Now, to be honest with you, the Jack Reacher Never Go Back, I'm not a fan of. I just don't think it's a good Jack Reacher movie. I just don't think it's a really good action movie or thrilling film in general. Definitely does not deserve to be in the Tom Cruise 10 movie collection. That's for damn sure. Yeah, that one's definitely got to go. Minority Report is pretty good, cool science fiction. I definitely would say probably keep that in there. The Firm, great lawyer thriller movie, very good, very well done. Yeah, I'd say that, keep that. Top Gun, of course, that's a no-brainer, keep it in. Tropic Thunder. Now, that's interesting about Tropic Thunder because Tom Cruise is really good in it. I mean, he's fucking hilarious in the movie, but it's not a Tom Cruise movie. He only has like a small, like cameo supporting role in it. It's not Tom Cruise central. So to consider that in a Tom Cruise movie collection, I don't think Tropic Thunder really makes a lot of sense to me. I don't really think it does, man. Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. Vanilla Sky, which is a really great, underrated, really underrated sci-fi flick, man. It doesn't start out like sci-fi, but boy, does it hit you over the head eventually, man. Really great one. Yeah, I'd put that there. And War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds is not... It's not a terrible movie. It's got some good points to it. It is a Tom Cruise flick. But I don't know if it's the best Tom Cruise film to put in there. I mean, where is A Few Good Men, which is really fantastic? Where are some of the Mission Impossible movies? Like, literally, some of they're completely absent. Like, none of them are here whatsoever. What about a movie like Rain Man? I mean, there's a lot of ones that are kind of missing here. I mean, again, just like with the Eddie Murphy collection, like, some of these titles make sense. The Firm, Top Gun, Vanilla Sky, Days of Thunder, I mean, the Collateral, those make sense. But then there's ones like Jack Reacher Never Go Back, or Tropic Thunder, that kind of feel like, why are they here? They really don't need to be here. I think there's better Tom Cruise movies to put in the set, right? That's just my opinion. Definitely let me know what you guys think of that one. Or the omissions and what you would add. Very curious on that one. And then, last but certainly not least, we have a 10 movie collection or actually, I'm sorry, 20 movie collection. What am I talking about? Iconic films of the 80s and 90s. All right, so these are iconic films of the 80s and 90s. So the ones in here better, at least in my criteria, be iconic. I'm very curious about this one, man. So let's see here. You got 48 Hours, okay, Airplane, okay, Better Off Dead, okay, Beverly Hills Cop, Clueless, okay, Election. Okay, I love Election. Is Election an iconic movie from the 90s? Is it? Could we say it is? I love the movie, but considering iconic, I don't know about that one. That Fatal Attraction, of course, great. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, classic. Flashdance, of course, classic. Footloose, Ghost, Indecent Proposal. Okay, I might say Indecent Proposal is iconic because there is. I think at the time when that movie came out, there was a lot of like iconic, like Demi Moore on the bed with the money and you know the iconic line of hey you know I'll pay you to sleep with your wife. So I mean there is iconic moments there. Indecent Proposal is not bad. Ultimately iconic. It's a tough one. It's possible. That they also have Juice. Juice is probably, I would say Juice is iconic, right? I mean, there's other movies that I could probably replace Juice with that is more iconic than that film. It is a good movie, but would you say it's iconic, though? I don't know if I would put it in iconic status. It has potential, but I think there's ones that I'd easily put ahead of Juice, though. That Major League, which I would say as iconic. Naked Gun, okay, iconic. And Officers and Gentlemen. Payback. Really good movie, Payback, with Mel Gibson. I really like that film, man. Payback's really a dark movie, man. And Mel Gibson does an awesome kick-ass job in the role. But would I say it's iconic? No, not really. I mean, I don't ever see anybody ever, like, when they talk about 80s or 90s, ever put Payback in the iconic status. I definitely would not put Payback there. It's a great movie, but nowhere near iconic status. Tommy Boy, The Untouchables, and Wayne's World. Wayne's World, party time, excellent, woo, woo, woo. Of course that is iconic, man. That is really fantastic. Okay. So most of these movies I would consider iconic. There is a few that I would maybe take out and replace with other ones. But for the most part, I do think that they pretty much got this movie collection right. For the most part. It is kind of hard to kind of pare it down to 20 films, though, because there's so many iconic films from the 80s and so many iconic films from the 90s that to pare it down to just 20 is not exactly fair, but if you're going to do it, it's not a bad list, to be honest with you. Not terribly bad of a list. I'm curious as to what you guys would take out. What would you put in? I'm very curious on this one. I have my thoughts, but I'm curious as to what you guys think about that. Definitely let me know. Very interesting 10 movie collection sets, 14, 20. I'm very curious of what you guys think about that one. Very, very interesting indeed. Some titles worth putting in collections and other titles worth taking out. Curious on your guys' thoughts, plus some other really great media here from the second Walmart as well. And not half bad, dare I say, guys. Pretty decent overall. The second Walmart pretty much did its job this time around. Not half bad. Well, not bad this week. I mean, you got movie collections, you've got taking down terrorists, hunting killers, and a little superhero goodness. Not bad this time around. Not bad at all, guys. Dare I say, I think the second Walmart pulled through, man. Some interesting media worth diving into. Hope you enjoyed this, man. Some really unique stuff. I love going in, checking out the media at the second Walmart, talking to you guys about it. It's always a blast. Yes, it would be nice to film in the second location of Walmart, but look, I still want to go out of my way to show you guys the physical media. I want to try to do my best to show you every title that I possibly can, and I still think it's important to show you the media regardless, whether it's at the actual location or here at the apartment. I think it's actually really, really something I want to do for you guys, and I go out of my way for you guys because I would want the same thing for me from someone else. So I try to do as much as I can for you guys because I truly feel you guys deserve it, honestly. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed the video so far, and trust me, we have a lot more really cool physical media to go. Trust me, the next location is going to be very, very well worth it. That's all I'll say. But you see for yourself. Let's head to the next location.
All right, everybody, we are at our next location, and you want to know what? Sometimes it's good to be in the comfort of the beast. I think you know where we are, and that is none other than Best Buy, the beast. Best Buy, baby. So I am very curious to check out Best Buy this week. I mean, let's be real. We haven't seen a ton of media this week. It's on the slower side of things compared to the past few weeks. But that could all change with Best Buy. There could be some cool exclusives. There could be some movies we have not checked out yet. Best Buy is always sort of the surprise. You never know what you're going to get, and maybe this time could be really unique and well worth it. I think it might be. I don't know. Let's go in and check it out. All right, we are in at Best Buy under the new releases. And the first thing, by the way, I'm seeing here, they actually have the exclusive Best Buy Steelbook for $27.99. Now, mind you, we couldn't actually find this on release week because it's sold out, but somehow they have 2 copies just lying around. Just my luck, man. Look at this. This is an awesome looking steelbook. Now, as I said earlier, I showed it off in the live stream. I actually bought it online and had it sent to my apartment because I'm like, I'm not going through all the crazy hoopla driving God knows how many miles in order to go looking for the steelbook. So I said, screw it, I'm ordering it. And it just so happens that eventually I find it at a Best Buy. Good Lord, man. This is a fantastic release. Look at that, man. I love the Sanderson sisters flying there, the kids in peril, the cemetery. It looks really cool, man. And definitely a way better artwork than this. This is still a good artwork, don't get me wrong, but this is classy, man. This is a really, really nice steelbook. This is a fantastic looking steelbook. Really great addition. And the movie is awesome, man. It's pure family fun. It's great for kids. It's great for adults. Everybody gets to enjoy this film. The performances are great. Bette Midler is awesome. Sarah Jessica Parker. Crazy enough, I don't love a lot of Sarah Jessica Parker stuff. Only very rare do I love her, but this is one of the times that I definitely do. I love the Halloween feeling, the spirit here. It completely encapsulates the world of Halloween, and it's something that the whole family can enjoy. Fantastic flick, man, and I cannot believe I found this. By the way, I have a surefire feeling that next week, these are going to be gone. I mean, shocking to see 2 copies, but these won't last. Trust me, man. Will not last at all. Then the next thing I'm seeing over here is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Digital Collectible Best Buy Steelbook of Mad Max Fury Road for $29.99. Ooh, look at this. This is nice. I like that. What a day. What a lovely day.
Oh, fantastic. God, what a great action movie. This is, God, this movie is one of the best action films I've seen in a long, long ass time. I remember seeing this in the movie theater with Bob and John, and my God, man, we were blown away. I mean, we like Mad Max, the series. It's a good series. It's not terrible. I mean, Mad Max, the first movie, decent. Road Warrior, great. Beyond Thunderdome, okay, a lot of people don't like Beyond Thunderdome. Let's be real, a lot of people hate it, but come on. Tina Turner is the bad guy, those luscious long legs, and that great song, We Don't Need Another Hero. Okay, I'm not Tina Turner, okay, ain't that good. But so good of a movie, man. I thought Tom Hardy did a great job filling in for Mel Gibson. I thought he did a great job here as this sort of silent hero. But who stole this movie was Charlize, man. Charlize Theron kills it in this role. This really badass, hardened chick that's trying to survive, trying to get away from these evil people that are trying to manipulate these girls and impregnate them. And my God, it's amazing. It really is absolutely awesome. It's, dare I say, this is the best within all the Mad Max movies. It may have a run for its money with Road Warrior, but boy, this is. And if you guys have never seen this movie, this is a fantastic flick. Fantastic. And also, by the way, I heard, well, actually, for a long time, this was supposed to get a sequel. And I was really looking forward to that. And then I heard that actually turns out it's going to be a prequel with the Charlize Theron character, and it's not even going to be played by Charlize Theron, which really sucks. I wanted to see a sequel. A prequel I'm not so interested in. Continue with Mad Max, continue with this world. If you want to bring back Furiosa, I'm cool with it, but I'd rather see a sequel than a prequel. Is that just me? I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think of Mad Max Fury Road. It's a great flick, though, man, and honestly, no lie, no exaggeration, it is one of the best action movies to be made within the last, dare I say, 10 years. Really is. And if there's ones that equal it, then they equal it, but they certainly don't surpass it. I mean, definitely let me know what you think of that, but this is a nice steal, man. Very, very tasty steal indeed. And the other thing that came out, I know this week that I'm seeing here, is they have the Blu-ray digital of the 3 movie collection for Jaws. Dun 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 dun. Oh, what a cheesy shark movies these are, man. For $14.99 on Blu-ray. Oh baby. Oh my God, man. Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and Jaws the Revenge. Oh baby. Look, I think we all can agree, like, definitely big time, that the first Jaws is a classic. It's an amazing classic. It should be in everyone's movie collection as far as I'm concerned. The performances, the shark, everything is terrifying, man. It's so well done, dude. And then you have the law of diminishing returns. You have Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and Jaws the Revenge. Now look, I love a good cheesy shark movie as much as anybody does, but the problem with a movie like Jaws being so successful is that basically they were like, oh hey, if that's really successful, then let's do more Jaws sequels, because there can always be a new shark. I mean, come on, we'll make up some ridiculous excuse. People will buy it. Now look, Jaws 2 is actually pretty decent. I actually do enjoy Jaws 2. Jaws 3, it's not terrible. It has its moments. Certainly not as good as Jaws and Jaws 2. And then you have Jaws the Revenge, which really is on the low end. It's kind of interesting because Jaws is such a powerhouse movie that Jaws 2, 3, and The Revenge have actually kind of been movies that have actually been forgotten. They're movies that not a lot of people really talk about because Jaws is so good that it just overshadows anything that's come after it. I do think Jaws 2 is great. Jaws 2 is a great sort of little connector to the first Jaws movie of basically seeing Chief Brody back and basically continuing down the story. 3 is kind of a different thing entirely, and then 4 is just, it's not, it's kind of a waste. Mind you, it's been a long time since I've seen him, and look, as I've said, I love cheesy Jaws flicks. Shark movies, I own a movie called House Shark. Of course I love cheesy shit. I will say this much. Despite these 3 movies not being nearly as good as Jaws, look, they're better than Sharknado. Okay? Those Sharknado movies are pure, unadulterated shit. These are at least, they have somewhat of a plot, they have somewhat of acting, you know, they have somewhat of atmosphere and terrifying, and the shark actually, you know, tries to act like a fucking shark and not a goddamn tornado. Like, there's things here to actually like, but are they great shark movies? I guess that depends on your definition. I think they're adequate. Put it that way, man. Jaws 2, 3, and 4 are not perfection by any means, but they're not terrible either, man. They're kind of in between. I think there is still a lot of enjoyment that you can get out of these movies, but God, if you compare them to the first Jaws, boy, you're going to be sadly disappointed, man. But not bad. And interesting that they have it in a 3-movie collection here. Now, I know that they've released these movies separately on Blu-ray, and now just having a 3-movie collection. I'm curious, what do you guys like better? Do you guys like when you have a 3-movie collection like this, and you can have it all in one Blu-ray, or do you like the separate releases? You like it being separate movies on separate discs and separate artwork? Because with this release, you have just the shark here in your face with the lettering here. I think with the other Blu-ray editions, you have the artwork from Jaws 2, the artwork from 3, and the artwork from 4. So it's kind of a little bit better of a release. But there is people who like collection sets. I can't say I hate collection sets, but it's got to be the right collection set. You know what I mean? Not all collection sets are created equal. I think you guys understand that, but definitely let me know, man. You've got some decent stuff. Making of Jaws 2, Jaws 2 reporter by actor Keith Gordon, John Williams, Jaws 2 deleted scenes. Boy, it seems like everything Jaws 2. Why not Jaws 3 or The Revenge? I mean, I get why. I'm just saying, I think for the fans of these movies, and there is a decent amount of them, I think they would love to see more special features and have additions that are really cool for the lovers of these movies. I wish, like, Scream Factory would get like some really good ones. I wish Scream Factory would get like all these films and do really great collector's editions. I don't think that will ever happen because it's Universal, and I don't think they're going to give up anything Jaws related, but I would love to see Scream Factory give these movies a lot of attention and a lot of love, because look, even though they're not perfect movies, truth be told, I think every movie has its fans, okay? Every movie has its fan base, and I think every movie lover wants a film that they really enjoy to get the special edition treatment. And why not these films? I mean, it only seems right to me. Maybe in the future. Well, let's hope, man. Other than that, well, they were supposed to have the Halloween steelbook and an Evil Dead steelbook, but unfortunately, God, that probably must have sold out quick. Jeez. Well, maybe we might see it in a week or two, just like we saw Hocus Pocus. Doubt it. But a boy can dream, can he? Well, unfortunately, we're just shit out of luck on that one, guys. But still not bad. I still have a ton of the Home Alone steelbooks. A ton of those. Not much of the actual, like, Full Metal Jack ones. A couple of those. The Rick and Morty ones sold out. Still a decent one at Nightmare on Elm Street, 21, 22. Still a decent amount of steals, man. but a few interesting releases to talk about over in this section. Wonder what else we'll find. And then over in this section of Best Buy, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Stargirl, the complete first season, for $22.99. Oh, I love that cover, man. Some cool Stargirl action, baby. Now, it's very interesting looking at the character of Stargirl and actually looking at female superheroes in general. Because I think female superheroes have more of a voice now than they did way back in the day. Now, look, I was a comic book lover. I got into a lot of different style comic books. But you see, what's kind of interesting, because as a boy, you didn't really, at least to me, I didn't really get into female comic book stuff. I got into the male stuff. I got into the Batmans. I got into the Supermans, you know, the Spider-Man stuff. I didn't really get into the female stuff. And usually the female superhero stuff, if you got into it, you were a much older teen. You were looking at the busty chicks on the cover. And mostly who was reading those female comic books was mainly girls or, you know, like tomboys and chick. I mean, it wasn't really a male thing. And I think slowly over time that's changed. I think the female superhero has gotten more notice. I think it's taken a long while to get to this point. I will admit that. I mean, you look at, as I showed you earlier, Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. I think that broke down some certain barriers for sure. You look at Marvel and you look at what they've done. Characters like Black Widow and Scarlet Witch, that has definitely come to the forefront. You look at Fantastic Four, somebody like Sue Storm that definitely holds herself up with the team. You look at characters like Storm or Jean Grey, and those characters that became crucial in the comic books and in the movies and had very big parts and really showed off the skills. I think directors like Joss Whedon had a lot to do with bringing these female characters to the forefront. I think that DC is finally bringing those characters like Harley Quinn, who was very prominent in the comic books, that is now coming to in her own with her own movies. So I think the superhero genre has had a lot of ups and downs and still has a long way to go. But for the most part, it's been a pretty male-dominated genre outside of a few exceptions. Even remembering back in the day, the Supergirl film, which was really great, and now, of course, the series also. There's been a lot of great strides for quote-unquote superhero chicks, you know, even something like Guardians of Galaxy, like Gamora. There is strides that are going on. I'd definitely like to see more. I would love to see a Spider-Gwen film, which would be really cool. And I would love for DC and Marvel to explore more of the female characters. I know they've done Captain Marvel, and I think they're going to do Miss Marvel as well, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they're going to do that too. So there is opportunities to do more female-led superhero flicks and really give the female superhero more of a voice. But there's been a lot of very interesting movies and a lot of very interesting TV shows with these female superheroes that has gotten us to this point of Stargirl. And I think Stargirl is a great representation for young females. I think she's very relatable, and I think the show is just fun. And I think that's what you need. You don't always need to be really dark and gritty, but you need a fun show with relatable characters, and you need to make it entertaining enough for young girls to want to get into this. Because I think that's the also biggest problem as well, is getting young girls into comic books and into superhero stuff. For boys, it's pretty easy, but for girls, it's not so much. And I think Stargirl can really start to do that. I think it's possible, man. I think the show's really fun, and I think that's what really matters, man. Now, I know they are getting a second season. They are moving to the CW because the whole DC Universe platform streaming thing is pretty much taking a giant crap. So they're moving on to that, but honestly, I'm curious to see what CW will do with the second season of the show. Are they gonna do the whole like crossover stuff with Stargirl? Are they gonna keep it mostly a separate entity? I think the first season has been really good. There's a potential to be a really great second season, but again, CW sometimes doesn't treat the material great. Sometimes they do, and other times mixed results. So I'm curious to see where Stargirl goes, man. Definitely let me know what you think of this. I thought so far what I've seen has been really awesome, man. No special features, which really sucks. I would have loved to have seen something about that, but unfortunately, sometimes you don't get what you want, but still a really great show worth diving into. Then I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of The Silencing for $14.99. Very nice to see this here at Best Buy, baby. Now, when talking about this movie, I gotta talk about Annabelle Wallis. Now, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, fantastic job. But Annabelle Wallis did a equally very impressive job as the sheriff of this town. And it's interesting with Annabelle Wallis because the first thing I ever really saw her in, I don't know if she did stuff before this, but the first thing I ever saw was Annabelle. The very first Annabelle movie. And I thought actually she was pretty decent in that film. She wasn't bad, man. I kind of liked her. And then she ended up doing that King Arthur Legend of the Swords movie or whatever that flick was, which really wasn't good. Didn't really do much for her career. I actually also really liked her in Tag. I thought she was pretty good in Tag, man. But then she did The Mummy with Tom Cruise. And that pretty much killed it, man. I mean, look, I feel sorry for her when it comes to that movie because on paper, you think to yourself, oh, it's a huge, gigantic Hollywood blockbuster with Tom Cruise. He's practically printing money. Oh, man, this is a sure thing. Of course I'm going to do this thing. Plus, it could possibly be a franchise. Are you kidding me? Dude, sign my ass up. And then the movie happens. And then suddenly she's like, well, look, if only I knew the movie was going to be like this, of course I wouldn't have done it. You know, and it's like, oh, man, I feel bad, dude. Of course she was going to do it. It made sense, but then the movie bombed, and it kind of killed her up-and-coming career that she was having, because she's a very good actress. She's a beautiful woman. She has everything that Hollywood wants, but she's got to pick the right projects, man. And that's the problem. And probably doing a Hollywood blockbuster mummy movie sounds good on paper, but probably didn't translate so hot, obviously. But I still think she's a worthy actress, and I think movies like The Silencing really show her acting ability and really show how tough she can be and how really solid of an actress she can. Unfortunately, as I've told you guys, Hollywood is a fickle bitch. And unfortunately, look, you only have so many opportunities, and then they basically spit you out. Is Annabelle Wallis done with her 9 lives? I kind of doubt it. But she's got to pick the right stuff, man. And I think The Silencing is a good comeback movie for her after such a really bad outing in the Mummy, man. But seriously, not her fault. But she does a great job here, man. She really does. So if you kind of shit on her in the Mummy and can't quite say I blame you, give The Silencing a chance. Great story, great acting, really atmospheric and really thrilling. Great movie, and she does an awesome job in here, man. Making The Silencing and creating a weapon. The Silencing Spirit. Okay, interesting. Not bad special features. Definitely give this one a look. Pretty darn good, man. And then I'm seeing here they have one more steelbook left of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the 45th anniversary. Oh, so good, man. Such a great steelbook, man. If you guys are fans of the movie, looking to upgrade to the 45th anniversary collection, looking to get another edition, lovers of steelbooks, this is a great steel, man. Really, honestly, it looks really fantastic, man. I know it's got all the same special features as the previous release does, but steelbook is so great. And as a lover of the movie, to me, it's easily a must-own, man. Really fantastic release. Absolutely out of this world, man. So good. They also, over here, I'm seeing they have the 4K Blu-ray digital of Whiplash, and they still have a couple of copies of this. And I'm actually really surprised, man, because such a fantastic movie, man. This is an amazing flick, dude. And the steelbook is so tasty. Oh, it's such a great steel, man. Fantastic, dude. I have a feeling this is gonna probably sell out sometime soon. Kind of surprised it's still here, but such a great movie, a great looking steelbook. $27.99. Yes, that is a high price for the steelbook, I will honestly admit, but it is 4K though, and I think that's why the steelbook is as high priced as it is. But if you've never owned it before and love the movie, especially if you want to avoid the scalpers on eBay, because once this sells out, you know the scalpers on eBay are gonna raise the price on this thing like a motherfucker. So get it while you can before you have to pay the really high prices and get jacked up the ass. You know what I'm saying, man? They got that. Then over here they have the Blu-ray digital of the 3 movie collection, $12.99 of Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O, and Halloween Resurrection. Oh my God, blast from the past. Of course, it's definitely that time of year, dare I say, man. Now, okay, look, I'm going to be real with you guys. Out of Jason, Freddy, and Michael, Michael's my least favorite. Now, look, I don't hate Michael Myers, okay? I think he's a great, true horror villain. One of the best, no doubt. But I enjoy the movies of Freddy and Jason more than I do the movies of Michael. I love that first movie. That first movie is classic. The second film, Halloween 2, is really great. The third movie is fantastic. The only problem is the third movie is not really Michael Myers, so can't really count it. I do really enjoy the fourth movie. The fourth movie is fantastic. Love that flick completely. Great flick, man. Actually, kind of underrated Michael Myers flick. Actually, the fourth one is not. Now that I'm thinking about it. The fifth one, I'm not really a fan of. Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, I've watched a few times. Wasn't really all that impressed, but I know that they have the producer's cut. What, truth be told, I've never actually seen the producer's cut. I know Scream Factory put out that box set. It has the producer's cut in there, and I think they even released a separate Blu-ray edition of the producer's cut as well, but I've never actually gotten a chance to watch it. That might be something I'm on the hunt for, is getting the producer's cut and actually giving that one a watch. I heard it's actually a better movie than the theatrical cut. A little more complicated with the story, completely different ending, you know, some weird rune stone stuff. I've heard some things about it. I gotta definitely watch that at some point. Halloween H2O, though, is really well done, man. I really like this flick a lot. I think Jamie Lee is fantastic coming back years and years later. I love the story of Michael Myers coming after her and finding her, and how she's been hiding from him, and how brother and sister are battling one last time, baby. It was good. It was great, man. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was atmospheric. I thought the characters were really cool. I loved the battle between Michael and Laurie. I thought Jamie Lee really gave it her all. And why couldn't the series have ended there? Okay, because at the end of Halloween H2O, Laurie does something to Michael. I won't really give it away because it'll be a major spoiler. But I kind of thought to myself, okay, like, it's done. Like the boogeyman is gone. That's it. And it's a really great ending to the series. Why not, man? But then they had to do Halloween Resurrection. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Ooh, the rage is filling. Ooh, the rage. Look, man, God, Halloween Resurrection craps all over H2O, man. I mean, especially the beginning with the Laurie stuff, where I'm like, oh, come on, really? They had to pull that crap. They had to completely change the end of H2O in order to fit Halloween Resurrection, and they pissed all over fucking the Laurie character. It really, god damn it, it really pissed me off, man. Complete disrespect for that character. And not only that, the movie is just chintzy and cheap. Really terrible, man. I mean, they explained that the other 364 days of the year, Michael is at his childhood home, which makes no fucking sense, and all he's eating are rats. What the fuck? So stupid. The kills are really bad here. And they're doing this sort of like sort of horror game show stuff that's completely fake, and they're using like bad webcam footage. You're like, oh my god, it's so bad. Late 90s, early 2000s horror. It really is some of the worst. And then the whole fight with Busta Rhymes and Michael Myers. Dude, I'm sorry. In what fucking world does Busta Rhymes beat the shit out of Michael Myers? Michael Myers would have squeezed his head like a fucking grapefruit. Are you kidding me? What the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here. God. Halloween Resurrection, dare I say, is one of the worst Halloween movies of all time. However, look, it's not as bad as the Rob Zombie ones, and they're pretty rough. So I guess there is some redeeming value to Halloween Resurrection. But trust me, it ain't much, man. Oh, God. The Halloween franchise has definitely seen better days. And, hey, come next year, more Michael Myers goodness. Let's hope the trend of better movies is on the way instead of more shit like Halloween Resurrection. Well, let's hope, guys. A 3-movie collection where at least one movie is really good, and Halloween Resurrection. But let me know what you think of that one, guys. Oh my god. In the meantime, though, not bad releases this week. Some interesting stuff to check out. New releases, exclusives. Not so bad. Alright. Let's head out. It's a pretty decent week this time around over at Best Buy, man. It's not bad. I mean, not huge bonanza of titles, but a lot more than we've seen some of the other places, for sure, man. I mean, new releases, some exclusives, not nearly the ones I was hoping we would see. Why not the Halloween and why not the Evil Dead? Those are going really fast, and I assume that on eBay they're gonna be fucking you up the ass big time on those prices, man. Good luck, guys. But that being said, though, actually not bad this week. Some interesting stuff to check out. Always stuff worthy when it comes to the Beast. You guys know that for sure. Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Oh shit. Guys, dude, I can't believe this. Oh my god, I can't believe this guys. You gotta see this, man. Oh shit. Look at this. Look at this. They have the fucking 5-film set of the Fly collection. Oh my fucking god, man. For $60. Holy shit. I have not been able to find this in person ever. Okay, some of you guys have told me that, oh hey, they have the Fly collection over at Walmart. I have never seen it at fucking Walmart, and I've been looking like crazy. I went to a lot of Walmarts and I've been looking, cannot find it. Holy shit, guys. Oh my God, is this thing beautiful in person? Oh shit. Oh my God, from Scream Factory, baby, look at that. Oh my God, so good. Look at this. This is amazing. Holy fucking hell, man. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Oh, so good. Oh my God, I am blown away by this. Seriously. I am so blown away by finding this. Oh, wow. Oh, this thing is gorgeous. Man. You got The Fly, Return of the Fly, The Curse of the Fly, David Cronenberg's The Fly, and The Fly 2. Help me! Help me! Oh, so good. Oh my God. Oh. Holy shit. Okay, dude, so I've seen the old school The Fly film. So good, man. Vincent Price. So great. Return of the Fly and The Curse of the Fly I've never seen. Those are two ones I've never seen. David Cronenberg's The Fly, of course I have. Dude, that movie with Jeff Goldblum, man. Man, he looks all kinds of fucked up with the transformations and everything. And, like, at a certain point, you're just like, oh, my God. Like, you're like, oh, man, no amount of acne cream is ever going to do anything for that. God damn it. Oh, so good, man. That movie's great. But you want to know what's a very underrated movie in this Fly collection? Is The Fly 2. The Fly 2 is awesome, man. I love The Fly 2. And to be fair to you guys, I do have The Fly 2 on DVD. And I've wanted to upgrade The Fly 2 for a really long time. And I was hoping the Scream Factory was going to announce that they were going to release The Fly 2 separately on Blu-ray. And then they're like, no, we're not going to do that. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, now I'm on the hunt for the Fly collection. And the Fly series is really cool, man. You know, it goes from like old school sort of like insect horror that you would see from like the 50s and 60s to more sort of grotesque body horror stuff from like the 80s with the whole like Cronenberg stuff. And crazy enough, the later ones, The Fly and Fly 2, were produced by Mel Brooks. Can you fucking believe that? Mel Brooks, comedy Mel Brooks, History of the World Part 2, you know, all those great stuff, the producers and Young Frankenstein. That guy ended up fucking producing The Fly and the Fly 2, man. That's nuts. God, this is, oh my God, this thing is fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Whoa. Look at all those special features. Holy shit. Oh my God, I'm like so wet right now, guys. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm so shocked to see this here. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I didn't think I was ever gonna see the Fly collection. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, and this is the perfect time. Oh Lord. That looks beautiful. And for $60, technically, actually that's a really great deal, man, with the really good little looking box and all 5 of the movies. $60 is actually a pretty goddamn good price, man. Oh, this is in good condition. Oh shit. Oh my God, I'm like fucking jonesing right now. Oh my God, dude. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks so great, man. Oh shit. Holy fucking shit, guys. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm literally like, oh my God. Do I get it? Do I buy it? Oh my God. I don't know. I really want it. And I have a feeling that if I leave here, it's not gonna be here next week. And I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh my God. Oh, decisions. Oh, it is the time of the year for that, and I may not find it again. Oh, I'm really seriously thinking about it, guys. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. That is a find. That is a find here, man. For $60, like I said, that's a really great price, man. Honestly, it really honestly is, dude. I am really wanting to pick that up, dude. Talk about the ender to like Best Buy. Like you think you've seen everything, and then that. Whoa, I'm amazed, dude. Oh my God, I'm amazed. What would you guys do? Definitely let me know what you guys would do. Oh, the dilemmas of a physical media lover. Day in, day out, the decisions haunt us, man. Oh, I tell you. Oh, so good, man. So good. And then especially that. Awesome, dude. Really great, man. Loved it here. Not bad at all, dude. And I guess if you go to your Best Buy locations, I guess you'll see the Fly collection. Very nice. Let's head out, shall we?
All right, everybody. We're not done yet. Now, usually we end with Best Buy and then we go home. Well, not this time around because I ended up getting a call. They told me to come in here and to check out some of the media that they just got in. Yes, just got in. And that is none other than the Dollar Tree, baby. Wait a minute, didn't I just do a huge, mega, massive 5-hour Dollar Tree video? Yes, I did. But this location actually got more boxes of media in. They messaged me, they said, hey, we got more in. How about you come in and check it out? More? Okay. I don't know what to expect this time around, but more physical media Dollar Tree goodness. Oh boy, physical media never ends. You guys know, always stuff to see, always stuff to check out, and apparently more stuff at the Dollar Tree. All right, well, I'm a happy man. Don't know what I'll see, but when they call, I'm a-coming and checking out the media. Let's give it a look. Holy shit, guys. Wow, look at this, man. Remember in the Dollar Tree video I just did, this Dollar Tree had so many movies to show off in the boxes? Look at it now. It is so depleted, man. They have literally demolished this thing like crazy. There's barely anything in here anymore, man. Wow, they completely tore this apart, dude. Oh my god, man. It's nuts. Whoa. Dude, this sale, I've told you guys how popular this sale is, and it really is true. Literally, man, they trashed this, man. Oh my god, so crazy. Literally, you have to get to your Dollar Trees fast, because if not, it literally goes at the drop of a hat, man, really fast. So up front, as I showed you guys, is completely and utterly wiped out, man. I mean, they are completely wiped big time, dude. And I talked to them, and they actually put out the movies on that Friday, and just after like a few days, like that is completely demolished, man. And so I thought, okay, that's it. They're not going to have any more stock left. But shockingly enough, luck is on my side. Dollar Tree side doesn't matter, because they actually have more physical media goodness. They actually messaged me, guys. Swear to God, they messaged me. And they said, hey, we got in 6 more boxes of movies. We got 6 more boxes of media in. Didn't know they just came randomly to us. You want to come in and give them a look before we put them out? You think I'm going to say no? Do you seriously think I'm going to say no? Absolutely not. I am going to check these titles out, man. It's cool. Like, who knew they would get more stock in after the sale has already started? Definitely, it pays to have a little luck and maybe to, you know, have some people actually like you every now and again, to actually have you in the back room yet again of the Dollar Tree. Yeah, they do like me, guys. They absolutely do. To be in the back room yet again and checking out the media. What the hell are we waiting for? Let's dive in.
I seriously cannot believe that we have more physical media at the Dollar Tree, guys. I am serious, man. Oh my fucking god. The sale has already been going on and they get more boxes? Have you ever heard of that happening? Like, they get more boxes on top of the, like, 7 or so that they already had before. Like, that's nuts, man. God. More physical media, Dollar Tree goodness, baby. And it looks like most of the same stuff that we've seen at the other stores, though. But, again, more stock is never a bad thing, man. Kiss of the Dam being Elmo, Revivalist 2, Black and White, Murder Party, very nice. Blade Runner, The Final Cut. I'm telling you guys, if you guys find this, grab it. Because, first of all, if you don't own it, this is a great movie. The DVD for only $1, you really cannot beat it, guys. This is a great steal of a movie. Fantastic film, dude. One of the best sci-fi films of all time, dare I say. They also have Beyond the Gates, really great movie. Miguel Barbara Crampton, very nice. Big Bad Wolves. Madtown, the past can be a dangerous place to go. Milo Ventimiglia. Huh. A troubled young man flashes back to the demons of his past when his sister is released from her 20-year prison sentence for the murder of their parents. Well, that's an awkward reunion. Bring must confront his estranged sister. Huh. Interesting. I do like Milo Ventimiglia. He's kind of an underrated actor. I never really watched Heroes. I know he's big on Heroes. Never really watched that. But that's where he pretty much became a household name. But I've liked a lot of the stuff he's done. Some of the cool acting roles he's done in movies. I really liked him in The Art of Racing in the Rain. I thought he was really good in that, man. Interesting little movie there. You got that. Happy Rebellion, Page 1. 1517 to Paris. Dirty Lies. Immortal Demon Slayer. Now, actually, guys, I did not pick this up during the Dollar Tree sale, and I didn't do it because I thought, oh, do I really need to know the origin of the Monkey King? But now, since I have Monkey King 2 and Monkey King 3, I'm on the hunt for Monkey King 1, and might as well pick up the prequel. More prequel goodness. Not all prequels are created equal, but some are not half bad. Maybe this might be good. Well, they do have that. They have Dwelling, My Flesh and Blood, whack it, baby. Looks very interesting, man. I'm glad I picked that up during the sale, but if you haven't, that's a probably good steal as well. Santa's Boot Camp, more kid slave labor that somehow is Dove approved, crazy enough. Christmas Star. Prepare to Believe in Miracles. With Pierce Brosnan and narrated by Liam Neeson. Really? I am so surprised this is not a Dove approved release, man. That shocks the shit out of me. More Christmas goodness. God, we're getting so close to freaking Christmas. It blows my mind. Barbershop, The Next Cut. That goddamn Just Jesse the Jack that has more goddamn subscribers than I do. Damn dog. I mean, does it do tricks or something? I mean, hell, I'll do tricks. I'll do tricks. I'll roll over. I'll play dead. You know? I'm good at playing tricks. I swear, I can fetch. I can, you know, lift up my paw to say hello. I can bark, right? I mean, come on. I'm just as good as the dog. Oh, they have that. I may never achieve the greatness of that damn dog. Of course. They have Toolbox Murders 2. That creepy, creepy stare. I can be just as creepy. Don't you agree? Oh, interesting. Okay, Toolbox Murders 2. However, I have heard this is not a very good movie, unfortunately. Shame, because the cover is so good, man. But again, covers are very deceiving, as you guys well know. Mississippi Murder, that Danny Trejo one. That Babysitter Beware. Still so weird. Danny's the perfect kid. The only problem is he doesn't have the perfect parents. He's supposed to spend more time with his busy mom and dad. Danny and his friend Marco develops the ultimate master plan with each doing a... Okay, interesting. Babysitter Beware. Look how badass Danny Trejo is there. He's got the gun and everything. Like, yo, SA, I'll fuck you up, bro. Come on. I'm just as badass as Danny Trejo. Right? Oh, of course, more Danny Trejo goodness. Then they have more of that damn dog. Murder, being Elmo, his damn murder party. And Wolves. Doctor Who, the return of Dr. Mysterio. Huh. That's actually kind of really cool, man. This is the Peter Capaldi years. You know, I kind of need to get into Doctor Who. I kind of do, not gonna lie. I mean, I think Doctor Who could be really cool. I just don't know where to start with Doctor Who. I mean, do I start all the way in the very beginning of Doctor Who? Because if I do, then it's going to take me a long-ass time till I get to the present. Or do I start when the more modern-day reboot stuff happens? Kind of curious as to what you guys think about that. Definitely let me know. And I kind of heard Peter Capaldi was... okay. The Peter Capaldi years wasn't fantastic from what I heard. But definitely let me know, man. Got that... Also have Big Bad Wolves, Ashes and Snow, which we've seen. Afterlife. Ooh. The Dead Are Ready to Be Heard. Ooh, I like that. Look at that cover. Ooh, season 2. Really? Andrew Lincoln. Hey, Andrew Lincoln from Walking Dead? Andrew Lincoln? A taut and snappy spine tingler. The hit psychological drama grows even more chilling. Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, from The Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln. Ooh. That looks really good, man. Afterlife. I like a good little creepy ghost tale. It kind of looks interesting. Kind of reminds me of certain movies and shows, like something, you know, like The Sixth Sense. The cover's great, man. If you guys know much about Afterlife, definitely let me know. Well, that looks interesting. Also have Rebellion, page 1. Whack it. Same stuff there. They got... The Boy. I did pick this up during the Dollar Tree sale, and I gotta admit, guys, I cannot wait to watch this thing. It looks really cool. I like the imagery here. I'm just really curious about this kid, and I'm curious about what's going on with this kid. Is it in his head? What the fuck is going on with Rainn Wilson? Can Rainn Wilson be creepy? Truth be told, man, you want to know what? Back in like the Office days, when he played Dwight, there were some creepy moments, man. I mean, it was played for comedy, but there was creepy moments, dude. I think Rainn Wilson could pull it off, dude. The Boy, I am definitely looking forward to checking that one out, man. There they got Baby Geniuses and the Space Baby. Oh, another Dove approved. Of course, Dove approved. Weird kids films always seem to get Dove approved. Always blows my mind, man. When a mysterious space baby from the planet Toddler... oh, you gotta be kidding me. Crash lands on Earth. The baby squad must race against time to save their new friend. Traveling from Russia to China to Egypt and back, the super intelligent Tykes must stop evil villain Moriarty from kidnapping Space Baby and taking over the universe. Starring Jon Voight as the nefarious Moriarty. Really? Jon Voight couldn't get any other work. That's why we need to do National Treasure 3, so we can employ that motherfucker in at least a somewhat good movie, man. Not Baby Geniuses. In fact, how many Baby Geniuses movies are there? Is there like... I know there's like 2 or 3, but I have a feeling there's way more Baby Geniuses movies than I think there is. And that truly terrifies me. Maybe maybe it'll go away. They're really cute, but they're probably really terrifying. I don't think I'd want to visit Toddleron. I'd get killed by the cuteness. Oh boy. What cheesiness does this have? Good lord. They have that. They have Killer Doll Goodness. Doomsday, Revenge of Robert, another Dollar Tree staple. Chokeslam Night Shift. Troll Hunter, really great title. If you have not checked this movie out, definitely do it. So good, and for $1, well worth it. City of Sin. I'm so glad I picked up City of Sin, man. I really am during the sale. It looks really intriguing to me, and the cast is amazing. Again, this is one of those sort of unknown movies that I'm shocked is an unknown. With all the acting talent in here. Really am, man. Kind of crazy to think that. They have that. They have... Oh, they do have Mercury Man. I did not pick this up during the Dollar Tree sale, and I'm actually kind of kicking myself because I wanted to kind of check this thing out. It kind of looks cheesy. It really does. I mean, let's be honest. This suit does not look very impressive, man. But I kind of want to know what the fuck is going on with this movie. I really do. Mercury Man. This might be a pickup. Might just be a pickup. That, Surveillance, Black Mark, Ben-Hur, Power Kids. Have, Badass. Awesome. Great, man. Mario Van motherfucking Peebles, baby. Look, I think Mario Van Peebles can be a really cool actor. Yeah, he does some real bad shit. Let's be real, man. But he can be a really good actor, and this looks really fun, man. Like I said, I like cool little movies that celebrate the making of movies. Things like Ed Wood, that great Eddie Murphy film on Netflix. There's a lot of really cool stuff, man. Badass looks really interesting to me. I definitely would be interested to check this one out. And I've never seen Sweetback's Badass songs. That's something I'm definitely going to be interested in checking out. I gotta watch this one, man. I did pick it up, so that one is definitely on the list. Evil... Oh. Krampus 2. The Devil Returns. Are you still on the naughty list? Hey, I'm Jewish, okay? So I'm on nobody's naughty list except for my own and maybe my girlfriend's. Oh, Lord. You better be good for your life's sake. All you people who celebrate Christmas, man. I'm so glad I'm Jewish. So glad I celebrate Hanukkah. We don't got a Jewish Krampus. And I'm damn glad for it, motherfucker. His appearance. Ooh, interesting. Very nice. You know what? Honestly, man, that Krampus movie that came to theaters, fantastic. Really love that Krampus movie, man. I thought that was a brilliant film. I thought they did Krampus really well. But there is actually, crazy enough, there's a lot of movies that have Krampus in it. Like it's like a genre in onto itself. Movies that focus on Krampus. A lot of them are really on the low bar end of things, but every now and again you're gonna find something really cool, man. And Krampus is one of those. It looks kind of interesting to me, man. And it's kind of interesting because Krampus always has some sort of weird and interesting style. I don't know, man. It could be really cool. Then again, it could be really cheesy. You know what? Sometimes it actually pays to be Jewish. Some interesting evil Krampus goodness. Alright. And the Chimera strain, the Code of Cain, Crow, which Crow still looks weird, man, from when we saw it at the Dollar Tree. Wicker Man with the Evil Dead. That is still a very unique idea. I don't know where Evil Dead comes into to the equation, but I'm really fascinated to want to know more about that one. Playback, Lake Fear 3, The Brawler, Insomniac, Checkmate with Fat Joe, or as I like to now call him, Average Chunky Joe. Ah, of course. Another rapper turned actor. Not surprised there. Well, Lake Fear 2, Shortwave, Russian Bride with evil Corbin Burnson, baby. Oh, the good old days of The Dentist. God. Talk about Dentist 1 and 2 needs to come on a great collector's edition, physical media at some point. I don't know, Vinegar Syndrome, Severance, somebody needs to release that motherfucker. Somebody needs to. Viking War. No. I am so done with sparkling vampires. I am so done with sparkling vampires. And you wanna know what? That's not the most weirdest thing in this movie. The little girl is absolutely terrifying, and not because she's actually scary, it's because, like, she basically has no emotions, and basically almost like acts like a fucking mongoloid. And people actually like this crap? Yeah, no way. No. Like more the convent. See, here they have The Boy, Baby Geniuses, Bubble. Really interesting, fascinating, experimental Steven Soderbergh. Very nice. Then Night Shift, Rites of Passage. They do have that. The Best of Equalizer. Very nice. Then more Troll Hunter, Mercury Man, Kids, Chimera Strain. Here's two. Made Drunk Parents. For 2, Convent. Very interesting. I mean, a lot of the stuff we have already seen, but it's fascinating to actually see that they got in more physical media after the sale has started. Very unique, man. I'm kind of glad that we actually came in to check it out. I mean, like I said, a couple of unique and interesting things worth talking about, but a lot of the same stuff. But again, that just goes to show you that sometimes it kind of pays to come in even after you've actually come into the Dollar Tree, because crazy enough, they actually could have gotten more stock. Well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This was a really unique surprise. I was not expecting this at all, especially when I got the message of like, hey, we got more stock and you wanna look at it. I'm like, so you're not putting it out right away, you're waiting for me to come in to actually look at it first. They love me at this store. They do. God, yeah, they do love me at this store, man. Oh, and just so you guys know, the 2 actual boxes here are actually not of movies. They're actually of video games. They have a bunch of Xbox editions of Starlink, which I've never heard of before. They have a bunch of Starlink for Xbox One, and then they also have a bunch of Starlink for the PS4. I'm not much of a gamer, to be honest with you, but if you guys are, and some of your Dollar Trees might be in the area, you might find this. Not bad. And all of the other physical media goodness. Not half bad, man. It pays to
have a little luck on your side. Let's put it that way, guys. Not half bad, man. Not half bad at all. Just a little stop along the way, but a worthy stop along the way, dare I say. All right, let's head home and finish the video.
All right, everybody. That'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And I was kind of worried a little bit, man. Not gonna lie, because I was kind of like, okay, we're starting out a little slow here, and I'm like, not much media to show off. Thankfully, it picked up. Thank the Lord, man, it picked up. So, yeah, a little bit of rough go at first, but we eventually found our footing and found a little bit more media. I mean, look, guys, to be fair, not every week is going to be a huge bonanza. Let's be real, man. Especially now with the pandemic still going on and everything. But that being said, I do think it's actually getting better. I mean, movies are slowly kind of trickling into movie theaters, which will then come down to physical media. Stuff coming on video on demand is within the next month or so going to be put on physical media. So there is titles coming, there is movies that is being released, and also the fall is such a great time for physical media in general, where you have a lot of really great exclusives, you have the horror titles, you have the holiday hits. You know, this is a really great time with all the sales that will be happening. So fall is a great pick-me-up for physical media anyways. And truth be told, I think physical media has been way better than I thought it was going to be during this pandemic. Because, man, I'm not going to lie. I at certain points, I thought, okay, we're going to literally have out and about videos where there's literally like one title and that's it. And, okay, here it is. And just trying to figure out what the hell else do you do. But that hasn't been the case, man. And I think physical media, for the most part, has stayed pretty steady. It really has, man. And you can't say that about everything, but I think physical media, for the most part, has held its course. And you can debate about the numbers. You can debate about, well, not many people are buying this and not many people are buying that. You can look and analyze everything. But at the end of the day, I think you also have to realize that with all the craziness that has been going on with this pandemic and, you know, places literally going out of business and literally formats that are dying and retail stores that are going the way of the dinosaur, the fact that physical media has somehow continued to persevere in spite of all that is awesome. It's a little nuts, but it's awesome. So yeah, I'm continued to be happy that it's lasted. Hey, I'm a physical media lover. I want it to last, but you know, just saying, because look, not every format lasts, man, and so I want physical media to stick around. So the pandemic has been a little hairy at times, but I think we've been far better than I would have thought originally. So now going into the fall, I think we've still maintained, and I think it's going to get better. But there are going to be weeks like this one that it is going to be really slow. But that's just to be expected, honestly. But still a lot of really great stuff to show off, honestly, guys. A lot of really great stuff to check out here. I mean, I was a little bit, like, disappointed. I was like, okay, we only got to see Penny Dreadful City of Angels literally at one location, and that was when I was picking through that card at Target, which is really weird, because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, why is Penny Dreadful City of Angels in the same card with titles that are coming out next week? Like, did you not know that these titles were going to be released this week? Are you confused? That's why there should be a release schedule that they go by, or go on Blu-ray.com. Hell, it's pretty easy to check that stuff out. Hell, I do it. But still, even though there's some disappointing things here, still some cool stuff to check out, some exclusives, the cool new releases that have been coming out, indie titles, and of course more Dollar Tree goodness. Goodness gracious, man. Good lord. More titles? What? Oh, a never-ending cycle of physical media goodness, and I am very thankful for that, guys. I hope you enjoyed the craziness and all the titles. Hope you guys did too. Hope you picked up something good. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, well, actually, I'll show you guys at the Dollar Tree location. I actually picked up 2 titles, crazy enough. So I first picked up Immortal Demon Slayer. Now, I actually wanted to pick this up because this is, from what I gather, actually part of the whole Monkey King series. And so now I'm actually really intrigued to watch this, man. I'm kind of curious, dude, what this entails, because I'm kind of, like, now slowly getting all of the Monkey King stuff. And I figured, okay, once I get all the Monkey King movies and all those titles, then I can start to dive into it. So I figured, while I have the opportunity to do it, why not check this one out? So it'll be on stasis until I get the rest of the Monkey King goodness, but wanted to hold on to it. Then I picked up the DVD of Mercury Man. I wanted to. Okay, dead serious. I didn't pick it up during the Dollar Tree video that I did, but man, oh man, it looks so weird, and it looks really kind of out there with the suit. It kind of looks a little cheapo, but it seems like it's got some good action to it. Like, it's action designed by the team behind Ong Bak, and Ong Bak is awesome. So, like, it kind of looks cheap, but then the action's kind of cool. And what's up with this Mercury dude? Like, I was like, okay, I kind of want to know what's going on with this. And for $1, what the hell, man? Curiosity killed the cat, but for $1, I guess I got an extra 9 lives to spare. I don't know what the hell, man. I'll give this one a go. And then I had a really big decision, man. And you know, being at Best Buy, seeing the Fly collection, I was blown away, man. I have not seen it in person. It's a box set that I was looking for. All of you guys have said to me, hey, it's at Walmart. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't see it. And I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to find it. And then seeing it at Best Buy, I was like, I jaw on the floor. I couldn't believe it, man. So I picked it up. I did, okay? I know you guys probably were watching that part and saying to yourself, oh, Seth's gonna pick it up, man. and you're not wrong. Yes, I did pick it up, man. I couldn't resist it, man. I honestly could not, dude. This thing looks so awesome. Look at this. It looks so cool, man. And actually, crazy enough, when I actually went to the cashier at Best Buy, I was talking to her about the box set, and she's like, oh, I've only seen one of these movies, and I've seen the one with Jeff Goldblum. And so a lot of these titles, not many people will have dived into. So it's kind of interesting. It's not a set that is as easily recognizable as a Critter set or an Omen set. But still, fantastic titles, man. And Scream Factory does an amazing job on their box sets. You guys know that, man. And this one looks amazing. Now, I will not unbox this until my next live stream video. So if you guys want to see me unbox this sucker, definitely come on to the next live stream. You will see this unboxed plus a lot more media to unbox as well, man. So I'll save this one for the live stream. But boy, oh boy, man. I had to pick it up, man. I had to pick it up. My goodness, I had to pick it up, man. And I also got a couple packages in the mail as well. I got a package from Diabolic.
DVD. Oh, they love me, man. They love me at Diabolic. So this is actually a title, an old school title from a new company that some of you guys have talked to me about, and you're like, oh, maybe look into this company and look into some of their titles, and so I did. And this one looks really unique and really interesting, and I thought, why not give it a go? It looks very exploitation, action, horror, everything kind of mixed together. A very odd title with Donald Pleasance, but I love me some weird Donald Pleasance, so why not this flick? Looks interesting. And then last but certainly not least, I got a package from Vinegar Syndrome. A little Vincent action, baby. First of all, guys, this is a really, really great, interesting title that is not a Vinegar Syndrome title. It's actually a title from a different company. Sometimes Vinegar Syndrome does some exclusives where it's like a unique slipcover that's only on their website. This is one of them. It's basically this crime drama that is sort of takes place during the mean streets and drugs and action and survival, and it looks really cool, man. So I looked this one up on YouTube. It looks really cool, and an exclusive slipcover for a cool little indie crime drama action flick. Not bad. So I decided a little Vincent action. The final two titles for September, but trust me, you guys are not going to find out what I got yet, but when you do, you are absolutely going to love it, baby. And before I let you guys go, I wanted to talk about something real quick. Now, I was talking about the pandemic and physical media, but moreover, I wanted to talk about movie theaters. Okay, now, look, I told you guys earlier on in the Out and About video here that the New York movie theaters are still not open right now. There is no timetable set for them opening at this point. Literally, thousands and thousands of workers still are hanging in the balance. They don't know what to do. They don't know when they're going to even get back to work at this point. The same thing in California and basically some places across the country. At the same time, look, movies are still trying to open up. I mean, Tenet opened. Tenet said, fuck it, we're not waiting. We're going to continue to try to open, and they did. And they haven't lit the box office on fire, unfortunately. There's other smaller releases that have tried to come out, but for the most part, movies have moved to next year. And the titles that have, stayed in 2020 have basically moved to video on demand, leaving a lot of theaters to just sit there and wonder, what the hell are we going to play? And this is where Disney comes in. Because Disney's a big enough company, you guys know this. They're huge, and Disney basically said, pretty much, because one of their big movies, Mulan, was supposed to come out in theaters. It was supposed to do it, and then it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back again, and then everybody thought, kind of like I thought, that, oh hey, they're going to just wait. Right? They're going to wait because, it's a big movie. It's one that's probably going to make a lot of money. But they decided, no, we're going to put it on the Disney Plus streaming service. You're going to pay $30 for it in order to get exclusive first run access. Okay, fine. And here was the thing. This was an experiment by Disney. And it was an experiment to see, could this be successful? Now, look, they have come out and said that it has made a lot of money off of Disney Plus. It has made a shit ton of money. People have bought it, people have enjoyed it, and they have gotten a lot of revenue from that.
Now, the reports are a little mixed. Some say that they made over $260 million. Some people say it's estimated more like within the 60 or 90 million range. Regardless, okay, Disney gets to keep 100% of those profits. They do not have to share it with movie theaters at all. 100% goes in their own wallets, man. And so it doesn't matter whether it's 60 million or 90 million or 150 million or 260 million, doesn't matter. They are going to continue to keep that money. And by the way, the movie is still making money to this day. People are still going to buy the $30 and continue to basically, watch it as many times as they want. And it's the bigger issue of what this does to movie theaters. Because if you look at $30, you say to yourself, oh my God, $30 is crazy ridiculous amount of money to pay for Mulan. Fuck that, man. But at the same time, you have to understand that the $30, you're getting access to it all the time as long as you have the service, which means that yes, it's a rental in a lot of ways, but it's a very, very long-term rental that you can watch over and over again. So that $30 is not just for 24-hour access or 48-hour access for it. It's anytime you want. That's first off. Second of all, if you have a family of 4 or 5, if you wanted to go to the movie theaters to watch Mulan, you are going to pay a hell of a lot more money than what you would have paid for $30 on Disney Plus. You can stay home, you can make some popcorn, you can have some candy, you don't need to pay the crazy, ridiculous concession prices. And so there's a certain appeal to seeing that I think also gives a family a little bit more of a comfort to want to pay that price. Now, this is big for Disney, man. This is huge. If you think about this, this is really, really big, man, because this now actually opens the door to other Disney movies coming onto the Disney Plus platform exclusively. What about an animated movie like Soul, which was supposed to be in the movie theaters, but now they could technically put that onto the streaming platform and make a decent amount of money. Again, they don't have to share the profits. And there's even been talk of maybe Black Widow going on Disney Plus. Now, I don't think that's actually going to happen. I think it's a crazy long shot. But the fact that we're even talking about it and that news outlets are talking about it says that the Mulan experiment paid off. And now movie theaters are incredibly scared. And look, movie theaters have even come out to a lot of these studios and they said, look, you cannot move all these big blockbusters to next year. You cannot do it, because if you do that, we're done. These movie theaters are going to be gone, because nobody is going to go to the movie theaters to see these older classic titles. There are not as enough people that they really need. They want the big blockbuster titles to come to these theaters so that people want to come to and have the experience. This is really bad for movie theaters right now, because with Disney Plus now having this avenue of putting exclusive content on there, they can bypass theaters, make all of the money, not have to share the profits, and don't think for a single second that these other studios aren't looking at that and thinking to themselves, my God, why are we going to release this stuff in the theater when we could create our own streaming platform or streaming service, or make a deal with one, and we can have the majority of the profits. We don't need to share with movie theater. We can have it all. Trust me when I tell you guys that those conversations are going to happen. They probably are as we speak, man. Movie theaters right now are in dire straits. They really honestly are. And everybody thought Tenet was going to be the savior.
And when Tenet turned out not to be the savior, that made everybody really nervous because they realized, oh my God, now all these big movies that we have, we've got to move them. Because if we don't move them, we're gonna be at a loss. We're not gonna make the money that we want. There's no telling where 2021 is gonna go with this pandemic. Hopefully, obviously, it's gonna come a lot more down. Hopefully, and hopefully things are gonna settle back into normal. But when? And can movie theaters really have that gamble? That's the tough thing about this, man. And so I think with the Disney Plus situation, with all these big movies that are transitioning to 2021, movie theaters right now it's no longer about really, oh, what's the next big movie that's coming to theaters? It's more like, will theaters still last long enough until the bigger movies come to the theaters next year? It's kind of nutty and it's kind of crazy, guys, and I worry about it. I really honestly do. As somebody who loves going to the movies, it scares me a little bit. It honestly does. And at the same time, look, there's a convenience to staying at home and watching a movie. You don't have to deal with screaming kids, somebody on their cell phone. I mean, you don't have to deal with a lot of that crap. And so movie theaters really need to start worrying about how do they bring this experience back to people, and having people want to come back to the movie theaters while this pandemic is going on. It's a tough sell. It really honestly is. And now that now there's a certain comfort to streaming, and these newer titles are coming to streaming now, they can just bypass theaters completely. So this is a real gamble that's going to be happening well into next year. So I don't know how it's going to shape out, guys. I definitely let me know what you guys think about that. I think it's incredibly fascinating. I really honestly do, man. Honestly. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday videos I've done, the movie hunting videos, like my latest Dollar Tree movie hunting video. If you haven't checked that out, definitely do it. It's a 5-hour journey of Dollar Tree goodness, 4 locations, a huge amount of media, movie discussions. It's crazy, but well worth it. Also, theatrical movie reviews with my friends, live streams, Blu-ray pickups, and much more. If you love movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank my subscribers. You guys are amazing. The great comments, the subscribing to the channel, watching the videos, going out of your way to show me so much love, and I hope I show you the love too. Thank you so much. And keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Alright, guys. It started out a little slow, but we definitely picked up and showed off quite a lot of media. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.